So hopefully you can hear me. It's pretty windy out here. I'm walking along the water. And anyway, today's topic is going to be about expats who moved to the...
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun. As she puts
to the Philippines, or maybe they're Philippines or Thailand or Vietnam, Southeast Asia. And maybe they're, just going for vacation. But for a lot of guys, or maybe they just want a lower cost of living, and they know that they can live a better life in some of these other places. For a lot of guys, they're actually coming over to Southeast Asia, hoping to find maybe someone younger than them. Let's say they're in their 60s, maybe even 70s, maybe even 80s or 50s. It could be any age. But anyway, they're coming over with the idea that they can find this true love, like maybe what they had back in their 20s, or even 30s. But reality is a lot of it, is financial. And it doesn't matter, some people, for instance, in the US, they'll say, oh, they just want your money. Well, the same thing applies in the US, or the UK, or anywhere in the world. If you're making, an example would be, if you're making $100,000 a year and suddenly your income drops, maybe you lose your job, you have to take a job at McDonald's or, whatever the case may be. So your income drops substantially. You may find that, suddenly that wife or girlfriend that you have no longer wants to be with you, or perhaps they start wondering, looking for somebody younger, looking for somebody that makes more money. To me, it's just a fact of life. Now, there are the exceptions, somebody that actually is with somebody because they love that person. But it doesn't matter where in the world you're at. There's gold diggers everywhere. I hate to use that term, but it's reality. Yeah, I believe women in general, they want a sense of security. If they're in an area where the average, people are poor, that security plays a much bigger role. So if somebody comes over, and let's say they're 35, as an example. They're 35, they're a manager at a taco or pizza place or something, and the person over, the lady, she's at 35 too, or, as an example, and they meet somebody that's older. Let's say the person's 55 or 60 or, quite a bit older. Well, that person that's older, even though the 35-year-old guy, maybe he pumps weights all day and looks great, that older guy is suddenly really attractive because he he's a lot more secure than the other person. It really, it's just reality. So if you're a younger guy, if you're planning, on going to another country, don't think women are just going to be interested in your, great body or, good looks. Because it really just doesn't work that way. And these are just my opinions. Tell me if I'm wrong. The other thing that I'd like to say is that if you're thinking, and I hear this over and over, guys come over here, and they come over, they're looking for a girlfriend or a wife, and they think, wow, I'm going to go get this younger lady who's 20 years younger than me or whatever. I'm going to take her back to the US or the UK, and we'll live happily ever after. Well, that's a dream, because when you bring that person back to the US or the UK, well, unless she stays at home and doesn't want to work, but most women do want to work because they're tired of low wages, so they do want to go get a job. So then they go get a job, and then they start making good money, and then they, there's some other person that they work with. That person's younger, they make more money than you. Well, suddenly, it's like, bye-bye, old man. So, yeah, and if you think that won't happen, you're kidding yourself. So again, there are the exceptions. There are the people that stay with their partner. But I don't know. For myself, I think I would place a bet on the blackjack table with better odds. So I just wanted to talk about this, and I think it's something that if you're one of the guys, that's coming over looking for a partner, I think it's something to consider, and it's reality. It's not, if you're 70 years old and you've got a girlfriend that's 30, and you think that she is just madly in love with you, well then, somebody's going to end up selling you a bridge. Yeah, so, yeah, hopefully maybe this video reached a person or two. And yeah, it's just reality. And it doesn't matter, you could be in the US, you could be in the UK, you could be anywhere in the world, and the same situation, may take place. So, yeah. Anyway, it's, yeah, please let me know what you guys think. Send a comment. Yeah, and have a good day or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. So in the meantime, if you are looking to come out to Thailand or the Philippines, the one thing I can tell you is that, yeah, you will live better. If you decide to make that move, your quality of life will improve dramatically, I think. Yeah, so just my opinion. Things are definitely a lot cheaper. You don't have some of the political stuff going on. People seem to get along pretty well. So, yeah. Anyway, have a good day or evening. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Our hearts beat to the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher.